I'd like to walk you around some of the innovation of the C60 just so that you can understand the history of Colnago and the way that their mindset has followed through right from the early days. If you look very closely at the top tube of the bike, you'll see that it has like this diamond shape to it, both on the underneath and on the top. And this is very unique to Colnago, and it's not new. If I can just take you across here to one of the archive frames, the old steel frames that we brought out from the early 90s. This is a Master Olympic, and you can see that the early steel frames had this diamond concept as well. You can see that the tubes are much thinner than what we currently have in the carbon version. However, the concept of diamond shape is not new for Colnago, and they've very intelligently brought it forward into the carbon mold to give this incredibly high volume tube, I have to say, but very thin walled tubing that gives the stiffness that this frame really has as a road bike. I think the second thing that we could talk about is how they have changed the bottom bracket, which is a very new concept for the C60, in that I think the characteristic that is most highlighted in it is that it has made the old style screwed in cups redundant, and Colnago have actually moved towards what they call a BB fitting. As we know, the marketplace is pretty inundated with BBs. However, for this model, Colnago have actually created an 82.5 BB fit, which is unique to this frame. And we use the Campagnolo Super Accurate Ultra Torque fit, and as you can see, it allows the chain set and everything to be very close to the frame. I'm just going to pick it up here so you can actually see the bottom bracket itself, and you can see the craftsmanship of the bracket, the way it's been cut away, the sheer width that you've got here, and the thickness of this huge tube running down into the shell. Creates huge stiffness at the bottom of the bike, and it allows fantastic forward motion. There's no flex at all, left to right in the bike because of that. And I think the other characteristic here is the back end dropouts have been changed to give more lateral stiffness, and this has also caused the back of the bike to be stiff in conjunction with the middle. I think if we can come over to this other model that we have over here, this is an E1 model. This is the bike that I currently raced to second place in Race Across America. We currently have it taken apart for a refurb, but it allows us very clearly to see the bottom bracket shell of the earlier models with the screwed-in cup, which has the exterior cup here. And if you go along to the back end, you can see the old construction of the back end is very, very different to that of what we've just shown you on the C60. I think when we lift this one up as well, you can see how much narrower the bottom bracket shell was. However, like in its era, again, a very stiff construction, and obviously worked very, very well. I think that is the main features that Colnago have brought into the modern era of 2017, and they've obviously finished it off in this unbelievably spectacular Art Deco gold finish with carbon. It's when you see it out in bright sunlight, it's an incredible looking piece of equipment.